It's been a 2-year chill. The U.S. Secretary of State had stayed away, a deliberate snub. His jaunty arrival in Sochi is a striking diplomatic turn. The two countries are not allies now. Still, Kerry marked Russia's role in the Second World War. Then, all smiles, even as Russia's foreign ministry blasted America only yesterday. The fact is, the U.S. needs Russia to engage in nuclear talks with Iran and to exert influence in the Syrian conflict.
While there's a desire to isolate the Russians and not allow Putin to get the legitimacy by standing next to President Obama, there still is a need to engage the Russian government at the highest levels.
At the end of the Sochi meetings, Kerry said he didn't expect a breakthrough.
I'm grateful to President Putin for the significant amount of time that he made available to this discussion.
But in Moscow today, opposition activists invoked the ghost of Boris Nemtsov, his allies publishing a report he started before he was murdered. There's ample evidence, says Ilya Yashin, of Russian armed forces in Ukraine. The report says 220 Russian soldiers have died inside Ukraine while their families were paid off, about $39,000 each, to keep their deaths quiet. It calculates Russia's spent $1 billion to recruit, train, and arm militia fighters in Ukraine, not volunteers, but mercenaries. Nemtsov wrote a note about them the day before he died. Some paratroopers got in touch with me, he wrote. 17 have been killed. They didn't give them their money, but for now, they're frightened to talk. In Kiev today, Canada's foreign minister reinforced support to Ukraine and cast doubt on engaging Putin.
Russia has shown that it simply cannot be trusted to fulfill its commitments.
Canada has committed to additional multi-million-dollar funding for Ukraine as the U.S. tries to find a diplomatic solution to not only Ukraine's war, but growing crises in the Middle East. Susan Ormiston, CBC News, Toronto.